Hey everyone, welcome to another Still Speaks video, and we're lucky to have Nine and Special Bread to talk to us about the development of Sanctuary Shattered Sun for April and May of 2024. So what's going on, guys?
Well, there's a lot going on. So you can see we've got build of the game going. We're actually doing a bunch more testing. We've been working on the game since then. But that's kind of really the sideshow almost to what's been happening in the last couple of months. And we've been incredibly busy because we went to America and it was super tiring, super exhausting, but super great because we were talking to all these business people, and then we showcased the game at PAX, and we put it in front of like hundreds of thousands of people or whatever. And people liked it. There were some guys who were playing it; they just kept coming back and back. So the way it works is you have a little stall, and we had a couple of copies of the game there that you could play, and just some people they just kept coming back like several times. It was great.
Let's
Um,
start playing. We can chat while we're
That is true.
I'm allowed to do
Unpause the
things
game.
now? Oh.
Yeah.
have a zoom around. See what you can see.
Wow, look at
You can
that.
hold this to tilt the camera.
You can also move it with the numpad arrow keys. You can rotate the camera in your cinematic rotations.
What what makes the camera free again?
It's the end key.
N key. Where is that? There it is. All right. That it's looking pretty good.
I mean, we worked hard on this, right? So this is what players would play during the PAX demo. We've actually patched the game a little bit since then, so there's a few more shiny things here and there.
Look at that
Um,
shield. Love that.
yeah, glad you like it, man. So what we did is we just had this super intense couple of weeks going on there. Um, yeah, that's coming later.
Coming
That's a
later.
spoiler for later
Oh,
in
okay.
the
All right.
video.
All right. All right.
That's a spoiler for later in the video. And then yeah, so we just showcased the game in front of hundreds of people. It was so intense because we got like a stack of business cards, 5 centimeters thick or something, from all these guys who are interested in business things, and I got to be a real businessman. I sat on my in a coffee place, with a laptop. Like I've never done that kind of stuff before, and I was typing emails to people. It was like, yeah, I'm doing work. It's like from all those stock image footage. That was me. Uh, it was great, and but like it was so tiring, and then we fell ill during and after, and it was very exhausting because what you'd do is you'd wake up in the morning, you'd grab some breakfast along the way, like some sandwiches or whatever, then you'd go to exhibit, and then you'd feel worse and worse and more tired and tired at the end, more and more sick, and then you have lunch, and then you go home and sleep, and that's it. Like, have dinner even. And then you do the same thing the next day and the next day, and it just wouldn't stop. But it did. And then, if that wasn't enough, we talked to Chris Taylor.
Oh.
So, yeah, we showed him like a video of the game because, we took him to a restaurant and it was great and Chris was great. So, I always like thought Chris was a cool guy. He's the guy who made Supreme Commander and he made Supreme Commander 2 and 1 and all of them and, and
We
so
all
many
make
other
mistakes.
games. Yeah, yeah. But But then he shows up, and I just realized how much cooler Chris actually is than we ever thought. And he did all these other crazy things. Um, like, wow, what a guy. And he's just so awesome. Anyway, so we did that, and then we talked to a couple of other guys. Like, we talked to Brad Reeb, he's the lead designer of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, and he was also cool. And both Chris and Brad they really liked where we were going. So there was a few heartwarming quotes from Chris saying, like, we've captured the spirit of or like no, well he did that too, but he said we captured the philosophy of Supreme Commander and extended it, and I thought that was very nice.
What a compliment.
Yeah, no, he said a lot of things that were very cool. And then, oh yeah, and we went to the Museum of Flight and we saw like all the rocket engines there and the Blackbird SR-71 there as well. But that was like only at the very end. It was all like so tiring. So that was our trip. And yeah, and so we've what you could do actually, Stu, is if you
Busy.
we showed them cool things. So what you do is you zoom out and you just see the EDA base
Busy.
at a cool angle.
I am really
You're busy.
I am really admiring this effect right here.
Yeah, still work in progress.
I think it looks great.
Yeah,
all right,
well,
all right.
just wait till you see the next thing, right? So yeah, zoom in a bit. Just center your
got it.
camera on the EDA base,
Okay.
and then yeah, like a little bit to the right. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now no, hold on.
What do you
A
want me to
little
do?
bit to the left. A little bit to the left. This is great. We're steering. Yeah, and then press F1.
F1.
Yes. And so what's going on here is we actually have the terrain shattering going in, and you can see the grounds falling in, and all the buildings are falling in, and there's the sun underneath there. And that's actually, you could do this during PAX. And now you can do this in the Steam demo as well. And the Steam demo is not available to everybody. But we're rolling access out soon, right? And we've added a lot of other things. So I know you've played the demo. And
Sorry, you just said that the Steam demo is available to everybody?
it's not available to everybody.
Not
No.
available. Okay.
It's not available to everybody, but we are rolling. We are very slowly and gradually rolling out access wider and wider. So, Stu, you've got the demo, obviously. You've played it a few times before in survival. This is like a mode that you haven't seen before, and this is what you're looking at is a sandbox kind of scenario.
Sorry, monkey brain neuron activated.
Don't worry, bro. You know the best part is if you press F1 again.
No, I just want to look at this for just another. Okay, all right. F1 again. What you want me to do?
Yeah, you press F1 again.
Okay.
And the shadow's gone, and now you can blow it up all over again.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's the best part, actually. That you can just like, and this is for debug reasons, right? But it's so handy for presentations as well, because in PAX you only get like, oh, there's a graphical bug. Interesting, because you're zoomed below the terrain.
I just wanted to see the factories fall in there, but oh.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, look at that.
This is what happens.
Yeah,
in
that's
tech
never
demos,
happened
yeah.
before. There you go.
Anyway,
But yeah, we made that undo button so in PAX, because people just come, they sit down, they want to see it, and you don't want to like restart the whole level to show it to the next person. But this whole level's kind of like a vertical slice, right? And it's showing kind of more like what the game's going to be like. It's all set up so that there's already units and you can just send them in, and it's all like optimized for people to just be able to get the gist of it really, really quickly.
God, that's so cool.
Otherwise,
but if you thought that was
enough,
if you look at the lake for a minute. Seal's too busy.
I'm sorry.
Floating.
Brain.
Don't be sorry. Yeah, look, it's
this
all
is
falling in.
So cool. All right. Look at the lake.
I'm glad you liked it. We worked hard on that. Yeah, so look at the lake, and then press F1 to turn off the shattering for a minute. And then you can press F2.
Oh.
And then what that does
is it gonna freeze?
Well, you press it.
Okay.
Zoom out.
Zoom out. Yeah. Yeah, and it does. It does actually freeze. And so, yeah, so you can see, and you see the map is turning into ice now.
The whole map.
Yeah, look at that. So, and actually, that's the way you're supposed to cross this little scenario over here. So you've got an army ready and waiting, and you can actually just drive them over the ice now. So those guys are stuck. They're the chosen.
So there's some tanks down south a little bit, you can grab
Yeah.
them and just drive straight across the ice.
He's too busy
No,
looking at the ice.
you're green.
Oh, you're green. All
Yep.
right.
Grab the green tanks. And now they can just go straight across.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah. And another thing, I think you've got the formation move. So if you just right click and you drag along a line, there, look at that. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God, they could still fire when they're frozen too. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
those guys
Oh,
are hovering,
those guys are
and they
hovering.
can still fire when they frozen,
Oh.
because you just can't move. But look at that. So that's a new thing we
That
added to the game
is
as well.
awesome.
And you've got attack move again, so you can hit Alt.
If you
Hold
hold
down
down
Alt to do
Alt, you can do
Alt.
attack move. Yeah, and you right click, Alt right click. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. And you can
And
shift
it
different
works with
formations.
the formation move as well. And
You
so
can shift key formations as well, so you like do
that's
a small
cool too.
formation and then shift a large formation, and it works for engineers doing reclaim or
Engineers can
harvesting or
harvest
wreck.
as well. There's a lot of stuff that's actually happened in the past couple of months, isn't there? Now that I think about it.
That
So yeah,
is
this is one of the controls that we've added to the game.
beyond cool.
We just
But we're
gotta
still
clean up
working on a lot of it.
the waypoints. All those lines are a bit messy, but we'll
Yeah.
get there.
We're still working on it, because what it does is you can see it sort of sorts the units a little bit. It puts the tier 1 dudes at the front and the tier 3 dudes at the back and stuff when you put it into the formation move.
Oh, I'm taking a bad engagement. Let's refocus.
It's still gonna be not great because all the tier 3 dudes are at the very back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're like way behind.
Oh no, I'm being decimated. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
But
I
anyway,
don't
yeah,
care.
so
I just want to see what this looks like.
that's what's going on here, right? And we have actually started rolling out very slowly, because games take time and all the rest of it, and we work hard on it, and we just want to make sure everybody gets a good game and not a buggy mess, right? And we started very slowly rolling it out like a little bit wider. So a couple of months ago, or maybe a few months ago even, we gave you access to the demo steal, like
Yeah,
a private one-off. And actually, we were just starting to roll that out a few more, and we're just brave enough to give it to a few dozen people right now. And the way we've worked out how to do that is to actually do it through our Patreon accounts, right? So what happens is we've changed some of the tiers, the higher end tiers. Now will give you access to the beta in time. So the way it works is if you're tier 4, you'll get at closed beta testing, which isn't ready now, but it will be ready in a couple of months, maybe a few months, who knows, right? And that's exciting, but what's even more exciting potentially is if you really can't wait for the game, and for some reason you want to throw money in our direction, like I don't know why, but you do, then you can actually support us on tier 5 on Patreon, and just to be clear, that's not for everybody. There's like a few frequently asked questions about this, right? But it's basically intended to only be like 20 guys, because we just don't want to. Like, we think the game's still got a lot more to go, and we don't really want to be like the whole EA Games kind of phenomenon where like you sell the demo early access and stuff, right? But this is just a way for those guys to be able to support us if you're really interested in just trying out the demo. And it's pre-alpha, right? So this is really a play test kind of thing, and you'd be able to help us out by giving you feedback and things like that. It's not really, you're not really getting like the full game yet, right? It doesn't have your awesome campaign, it doesn't have like multiplayer is disabled on here, for example, and things like that, right? So if that's kind of your thing, and you really want to, open your wallet and empty it out or whatever, like over our heads, then you could actually support us on tier 5 right now. But really what's going to happen is we'll be rolling out the access more over time, very gradually, right? So, you know, if you're wondering if you should wait, the answer is yes, you should, because it will become cheaper over time and stuff. And so it's just like you're paying premium to get it right away and to really help us out with the, you know, the beta, the pre-alpha testing. That's what this is, right? It's some pre-alpha testing. We're just collecting some specs and stuff. You know, like what kind of PCs people play on as well. We asked them to do that, and it's also about just like, here's the game, here's no tutorial for the game, and we're just seeing like what problems and people run into and stuff. So that's what we're doing right now, and if you want to be a part of that, you can do it through Tier 5. That's how we figured it out. If you want to do it later with a more complete game, with more content, with more cool things in it, beta testing, you can sign up to Tier 4 now, and it helps us out with development as well. So, you know, every little helps, and you too can help make this game. I think that's it for us. What do you think about that, Steel?
I think this is awesome. And I like it. I'm having fun
Yeah.
here.
Glad
So
you
the other
do.
thing you can do is press F2 to unfreeze, and then everything will sync, and the ships can move again and stuff like that. Those ships are basically turrets now.
That is
They
Oh,
can
true.
wow.
shoot. Yeah. So we've still got a lot of work to go, and you know, I really don't want to give you the impression that this is all like totally finished stuff. As you saw, there were the bugs before and stuff, but it is definitely
Yeah.
showing which way it's going, right? And it's going to a good place. So
Yeah, you can see the nice little alloy spot markers on the ground there as well.
hmm
Uh, Stuff like that. Yeah, that's where this is going. But I think that's it for this update.
All right. I mean,
Enjoy.
it's in pre-alpha, and it's looking great for pre-alpha. I
the
mean,
other thing you can do is if you
Hmm.
rotate the camera around, there's some sort of like distant stuff in the background.
Oh, you mean like off map?
Far away, yeah, off the edge of the map.
where do I
Just
go?
Yeah,
zoom
so
out and yep,
zoom out.
rotate
Yeah,
low.
look at that. See? Well, I think he zoomed out a bit more. A bit too
Alright.
much.
Where do you
Zoom
want me to
in
go?
medium, halfway. Zoom in halfway anywhere.
Yeah.
More. Stop. Hold down space and just look around to the
Tilt
horizon.
it down.
So tilt all the way
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that.
oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
we kind of want to do some like, you know, kind of Halo-like almost mega structures and stuff. Just go the other way. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. There we go. So it's early days yet, but there'll be like, you know, giant mega structures and all that type of stuff setting the scene.
Yeah.
That is kind of hard to get in the camera. There it is. Wow. Okay. What are those?
Yeah,
Just
big Dyson
Dyson
structure
structures.
things,
Yeah.
you know, machinery stuff.
I mean, the whole planet's fake, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert, there's a sun underneath.
But there's also a
Yeah.
sun above.
Yeah, well, not for long.
What's going on?
That's a mirror. It's a fake sun.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
not a finished game.
No, but it's looking really good so far.
Alright, well, there's
am
a new
enjoying this.
scenario for you to play with that was previously locked down, but you can check that out. So all the people who already have access to this, it's unlocked for them as well.
Okay.
And the idea was just to like show off all of our content, and it's very fun to march experimentals through bases and things like that.
I could do that.
Yeah. All right.
Okie dokie.
That's it for us.
Well,
All right.
that's it.
Thank you for letting me see this, and thank you for letting everyone see this. And I can move them. I can move them. All right. Share with your friends, family, and foes, because they need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.